Metroplex, we join you from Jerry World, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight, rivals do battle in the NFC East. It's the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys.
Welcome, your 2026 Dallas Cowboys.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, welcome to this game. Jake Moody going to get it started. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, three-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback. The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
It's another run here for Williams. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
A gain there of 11. First down, Cowboys.
And they certainly don't waste any time getting him involved. And we knew coming in that he would be a part of the game plan. But if this is a sign of things to come, he could be in store for a big game.
Prescott on first down. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's in! Touchdown, Cowboys! And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Commanders, nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led out by the veteran of so many teams. We don't have time to tell you how many teams. Man who's got a lot of jerseys in his closet. It's Josh Johnson.
He falls into a category, Mike, of the ultimate journeyman, and I just think it's a credit to him that he's been able to stick around this long in the NFL in a clear backup role. And it just speaks volumes to the presence that he has in the quarterback room. Now, he's not the guy you're going to give the keys to your franchise to and build your team around. But every time he is called into action, he seems to deliver. Now, that's the case here today, and if history tells us anything, he's going to rise to the occasion, and he's going to give his team a chance.
That one good for 26 yards.
For a Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Donovan Ezeraku on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 5. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got it. That's Burks. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24.
At the 16-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Krosky Merrick is in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Commanders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready now for their second drive. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
So, from the 37, here's second and 4. They run on the jet sweep. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left them nowhere to go. And no gain.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but Really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
They get 18 on the pitch and catch. That's good for a Dallas first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Trying the left side, here goes Williams, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer, but they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
35-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
He's made his presence felt throughout this opening quarter. They better figure out a way to slow him down defensively. Otherwise, he's in store for a monster win.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll take this one in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Dallas.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Aubrey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. Cowboys will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14. Commanders 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Samuel going to see what he can do. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Commanders' offense ready for their second possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. And no chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple.
7-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll throw out of the gun. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tressway to punt. Devontae Turpin to return for the Cowboys. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Now Prescott. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. They're going to have it 1st and goal. He'll be out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. A huge play for Dallas. 55 yards on the game.
There's a lot of factors that make this play so successful, Mike, and clearly the ability of this tight end to not only find the open space in the defense, but then after the catch to turn into a runner. That is very rare at the tight end position. We're seeing it more and more often, though, over the last couple years. And then the accuracy of the quarterback to not only deliver the ball to the open receiver, but to do it in a way that allows him to comfortably turn into a runner and not have to slow down and pick up those extra yards after the catch.
Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Gap. And he'll take it on in. Jake Ferguson, touchdown Cowboys. Now Aubrey for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cowboys will take a 21-7 lead.
21. Commanders 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time, and it'll bring up second down. Back to throw. That one secured by the tight end Bates. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Commanders with the football to begin the second quarter. Now a 3rd and 2 as we are ready to get back underway. Now on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now pass deep for McLaurin. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
On play action, he'll set up to throw.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
This is why every defense wants to play with the lead, because it allows them to just tee off on the quarterback. Go rush the passer. You're not worried about them handing the ball off or a little quick game. You know they're chasing points, so what can you do? You can get after this guy, and boy, have they ever.
Here's Tress Way now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Cowboys offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Play fake. Prescott. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Dak to throw. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Prescott to his main man Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
He's got the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 6.
Now, Prescott. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal.
Cowboys, first down.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up first and goal.
5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. Prescott. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Johnny Newton. He gets through to drop him, and it's a loss of 4.
So third and goal inside the 5, Mike. Defensively, what you're trying to do is, of course, keep him out of the end zone. But the second step is don't allow them to have any decision about whether or not they want to go for it on fourth down. So now after that sack, they take the loss and probably leads to a field goal attempt.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. And he's in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. Cowboys add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Commanders 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense about ready to take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. The man in motion is Burks. A run to begin the drive, and it's Krosky Merritt. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Demarion Overshown there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pick.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. The man in motion is Burks. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that one thrown away to the sideline. It's incomplete. It was a frustrating series. It'll bring up fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. On the play fake, Dak. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And it'll be second down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 29.
That one good for 29.
Good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break over. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Second down, Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
On third down, Prescott. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. On fourth down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. This one from 52 yards away. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Samuel, going to see what he can do. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, like, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Debo. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Washington.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. And you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day. You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. A big play there for Washington. 32 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
They'll look to throw yet again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Smart decision there on first and goal. If it's not there early, don't get baited into a bad decision. Just throw it away and live for another down. Really nice decision-making here. Brings up second and goal.
We'll go again here from the 10-yard line. Second down and goal. One of the tight ends in motion right. They'll go with Bill. That's Krusky Merritt. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. Third and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Moody's kick is good. And the Commanders cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Cavante Turpin on the return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Prescott now. Throwing right, it's taken in, and he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson, and he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter.
It just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
At the Commanders' 41-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Again, Prescott to the air. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And he will have a first down, and they're into field goal range now at the 30.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This a 42-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches, I would assume, by those head coaches as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Samuel, going to see what he can do. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
2nd and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and take it. The Cowboys offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Short throw, caught by Ferguson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
The shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
That's good.
A gain of 21 on that pass play. 1st down, Cowboys.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Prescott again. Left side, caught by Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Prescott to his main man, Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a 1st down. A give, and here comes Williams. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Prescott. Quick throw, taken in. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. He'll try to run for it with Williams. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Cowboys will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Samuel going to see what he can do. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Start the drive with Krosky Merritt. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
Trying to avoid tacklers, and the ball is out. And the Cowboys are going to come away with the football.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. So 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Run over center, and that's Krosky Merritt, and he's going to be taken down right at midfield. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Commanders' 1st down.
Really well executed counter run there, Mike. And what you're trying to do anytime on these misdirection schemes is you're trying to get these linebackers that might play at a 4.5 speed to maybe play at a 4.7 speed. The hesitation, not understanding exactly where the ball is going to end up, gives you an advantage offensively, just like we saw here.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Krowski Merritt to run again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Has his man. It's Samuel. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
He took a shot on that throw, but you don't feel it quite as much when you pair it with a throw as good as that one. So kudos for him standing in that pocket, delivering a strike to pick up that first down.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And the rush gets home. Hill goes down. They got him. Jadeveon Clowney in there for the sack. Worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Here's a shot toward the end zone. That one's incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Jake Moody to
Moody
kick
comes
off.
back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. On the return, here's Turpin. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and
Here's
10
Dak Prescott
at their
and the
own
Cowboy
31-yard
offense
line.
set to go again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Here's Ferguson on the tight end screen. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. A throw on the move is caught. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
34 yards.
A huge play for Dallas. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. So these teams trade field goals in the third as we come to the end of the quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Fourth quarter begins, and it's a run by Williams. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 9. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Prescott. That ball is caught on the sideline, and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Aubrey now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Cowboys add on to their already sizable lead.
Commanders 13.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Samuel going to see what he can do. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders' offense heading out for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Now they'll set up to throw. Throw on the run is complete. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Washington.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. Moving outside the pocket. And nice work there. Going to a slide and gain about 7.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
The motion man here is McClure. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. The coverage right there. And it's knocked away. Incomplete. Terry McClure in the intended target on that one. It's 2nd down.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Commander's first down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense.
And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. Osa Odiguzua getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
He'll drop to throw. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Donovan Wilson. And the Cowboys Cowboys are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now it's 2nd and 1. They run over center with Williams. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Williams.
Javonte Williams, the ball carrier. Mikey Sandra still on the tackle. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on a punt for Dallas. And he couldn't get that one to check up, and it'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That's swung out to Krosky-Merritt.
Johnson's pass complete to Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. That one secured by the tight end Bates. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big 1st quarter lead, and did not look back as they cruise in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we say so long from Arlington.